Hello, and everybody. Welcome to pregame. Iowa State at Oklahoma today. We'll talk about it here for just a little bit and really hammer out the Cyclones and Oklahoma. But first, we want to thank our friends from the Iowa Clinic and the Iowa Clinic Men's Center. We appreciate their sponsorship as always. It looks like I had the wrong banner up there. This is why, guys. This is why I'm just the quote unquote talent. And I need a guy like Matt Van Winkle to run the program. There you go. He'll be here with me at halftime of today's game. Iowa Clinic is our pregame sponsor. They've been doing it for a really long time, so we really, really appreciate that. Iowa State is a fifth. It opened at a 15.5-point spread for today at Oklahoma. I'll give you my thoughts on that. Just a general look at this basketball game. I'll start with the Sooners. We're a little bit unsure of what they are going to have today. They've had guys shortened with COVID. I don't know specifically what to expect, but I do think that they will not be at 100% full strength. So that is something to keep in mind as you enter this game. With the Cyclones, so the Sooners too, they've covered their last 7 games. They're 7-0 against the spread in their last 7, so they've been taking care of a lot of business and doing a good job. Lon Kruger, I think, is right there for potential for Coach of the Year in the Big 12. He's been really, really good. Looking ahead to today with Iowa State. Listen, I thought the 76-72 loss to West Virginia the other night was one of the better games that Iowa State has played this season. Get Javen Johnson back today. So you're looking at an Iowa State roster that really for the first time going back to late January, here we are in early February, where they're at somewhat full strength. I hesitate to say full strength because we don't know about minutes limitations, stuff like that. Is Javen Johnson going to be able to play the whole game? All that. I did think that they took a step forward the other night, though. They didn't finish. But Jaden Walker is definitely a guy who, when you look at this Iowa State team, I don't know about you guys, but he makes me want to watch. I want to watch today to see what Jaden Walker can do. I think Iowa State's got a really nice basketball player on their hands there in the rookie. And that offense looked different when he was in the basketball game the other night. So let's see what happens. Is Rozier Bolton off the ball more? Especially when you get Johnson back and add that to it where Walker's got another option. I think Javen Johnson's the best player on the team. So you add him back and maybe he's super hungry today. And Iowa State, Oklahoma's better than Iowa State. There's no doubt in my mind. But I think this is a good time to have this game for the Cyclones. The Sooners they've been playing really well. They've been playing the best basketball of their season. And they are, in my opinion, a little bit due for a letdown type of game. Iowa State is the worst team in the Big 12. I just question how much Oklahoma is going to be up for this game after a road trip to Texas Tech and looking ahead to a road trip next week at West Virginia. With a 15.5-point spread, I would probably play the Cyclones in this game, just knowing, Vegas is really hammering Iowa State right now, and rightfully so. It was just a week ago where the Cyclones lost by 40 on the road, but this is a vastly different Iowa State team than the one that went to Mississippi State as far as guys back. And you just can't ignore how competitive the Cyclones were against West Virginia. So I had somebody here in the chat ask me for a score prediction. I mean, I would pick Oklahoma to win the basketball game by 10. I think that seems fair. I do think Iowa State grinds one out today and plays pretty tough. The Sooners ultimately win this one, but I want to see Iowa State, respond from what I thought was a positive outing over the week or last week against the West Virginia Mountaineers. And then you have a very winnable game on Tuesday night at TCU. When you start to look at Iowa State's schedule, and you go, okay, where can we get one here? Where can we get one there? Those games against TCU look like the games that Iowa State's really going to have to circle as winnable ones. So take another step forward today. Don't lay an egg. Don't go out there and get killed. Be super competitive. Take another step forward, and maybe you can knock out some of these wins down the stretch. That's my take on today. As always, you can join us at halftime for the Cyclone Fanatic halftime show on all of our platforms. The Cyclones are at Oklahoma today, and we'll be here probably around 10:50 or 11 o'clock on all of our social media platforms. Thanks for watching. We appreciate the Iowa Clinic sponsorship. We'll see you at halftime.